So timing is everything. There's a lot of confident people, a lot of people who do study the art of management. You've had, especially when you're starting companies, there's a serendipity factor to knowing the environment and seeing the opportunity. What would you say about the timing when you think about your strengths in that area, knowing when to shift focus, start something new? Because that to me would be one of the hardest things to do as a leader.
It is, but starting a business is like starting a family when you're a young couple. And is there ever a good time to?
Most people don't start 7.
Well, but most people, when you're having kids, there really is no perfect time to have kids.
Right.
It's you have a career or you have commitments or whatever, but you just do it and you figure it out. That's been the approach I've had for starting businesses. I don't try to time the cycle just perfectly, so I'm starting it at the very lowest part of the cycle of the economy bottomed out and the stock market bottomed out, because pretty much in any part of the cycle, starting a business, if you do it well, and if you do it with great people and you have a good strategy, you execute with precision, you'll do well.
But then there's also doing the right thing for too long, right? So you have to know when to sort of pivot and shift.
I pivot and shift when I get bored. It's an intuitive.
So
if I
you
get
have a
bored,
gut
I move
feel.
on.
Blink. It's sort of well. I want to get to the last part of the book where you talk about killing your competitors. No.
No.
You're right.
Let's be precise.
No one.
How to create a culture where you're killing the competition instead of killing each other.
Okay. No competitors will die.
No competitors will die.
Yes. Figuratively. When you've seen where do most people fail? I know that's actually probably perhaps too harsh a word, but when the competition makes mistakes, are there classic mistakes you've seen that you think you can spot the vulnerabilities? I mean, you talk about excellence in this book. It's a book about, but yet your competition is aspiring to the same thing. So where do you find most people fall short when you're head to head with them?
I think there's a bunch of categories of where any company falls short. The first of which is strategy. You just have the wrong plan. You're making
if they have a plan at all sometimes.
Or and they're making a gamble, a bet, a speculation based on a premise that turns out to be wrong. So getting the fundamental trend is very critical to success. That solves a lot of problems, even if you make a lot of errors. If you're on the right end of the right side of the trend, that's going to bail you out. But you can't be just sizing up a trend. You also have to create a company that's got fantastic people, as many A players as possible.
Yeah.
And I define fantastic in the book as people who are super smart, hungry, and can work together as a team, and honest. And if they have those 4 traits, then I want that person. I want that person on the team. And I don't want anybody who's got just 1 or 2 or 3 of those traits. I want people to have all 4 of those traits. So if you can get together a team of people who have all those characteristics, and then if you can create a culture where people feel safe to present different views, opposing views, and also get in the habit of not having rigid thinking.
Yeah.
Being able to be open-minded to change your views, change your opinions. If facts change or if your thinking evolves, you can accomplish great stuff.
Let's